I think we're live now,
Mhm.
which is awesome. And hello, everyone. I'm Jessie Sposato, the executive editor of Narratively and Narratively Academy, and I'm here doing an interview for our Open Book Live Conversation series with acclaimed memoirist and journalist Susannah Cahalan. Welcome, Susannah.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so great to have you. Susannah is kindly judging this year's Memoir Prize, as many of you know, I'm sure. And if you're new to Narratively, our Memoir Prize is an essay contest that we run annually in which we look for revealing and emotional first person nonfiction narratives from unique points of view. The winner receives a $3,000 prize, publication on Narratively, and this year we're doing like a limited edition print thing, which will be fun for the first time. And of course, you get to have your essay read by Susannah. The deadline is December 7th, and there's so much more information about it on our site, Narratively Academy. Susannah is the #1 New York Times bestselling author of Brain on Fire, which has sold over 1 million copies and been translated into more than 20 languages. It was adopted into a Netflix movie. And since then, she's gone on to write The Great Pretender and The Acid Queen, which both look amazing. We're so lucky to have Susannah as our judge this year and with us right now for our open book. So, Susannah, welcome again, and thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, I'm so excited to read the essays. I can't wait to see
Yeah.
what comes in. I'm so thrilled. I love memoir. I love first person pieces, especially things that mix a little bit of maybe some science, some other element in. So I'm really excited to
I
see
love
what happens.
that. I love that. Yeah, I was thinking about science a lot when I was reading Brain on Fire, actually, because I feel like you could sort of tell that you're really interested in science. There's a lot of that in there, which I thought was cool. Okay, so I want to start by asking you about Brain on Fire. And I was reading this interview recently with Alice Walker. It was from 2010, and the writer kind of asked her about like how she felt about the color purple, which she had written basically 30 years ago at that point, sort of always coming up in interviews and
Mm.
being, sort of this like really big part of her life, and that it's like sort of integrated into like who she is to a degree. And I was kind of thinking about like you when I read that. I was like, oh my God, I feel like that's what Brain on Fire is for you. I was wondering if you feel that way and like how you feel about that. Or I don't even know if you think about it like that, but I feel like,
What did
yeah,
she say? She said that it was like part of her, or what did she?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she said that she was.
She was like, yeah, it just is what it is, kind of.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
so
It's
much a
like
part of
her
me.
it's like my free bird, like, yeah.
Totally.
I'm with her. I feel immensely grateful and proud and honored that, like, it is something that will be part of my selfhood, my identity, my biography, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm really proud, and I know just, how many amazing books come out and, that kind of don't get that attention in the culture for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And the fact that it did, I'm just eternally grateful. I'll talk about it forever. I'll never stop talking about it. I'm very proud of it. And I'm
Yeah.
grateful. And I'm also like, there's this other element of that book, which is like spreading the word about this condition, which had been my kind of imperative for many, many years. It's less so now. I think I've done my job
Hmm.
in that. I had to pull
Hmm.
back from that from various reasons, but it still feels that way. I feel very compelled to share the story for that reason as well. So
Yeah.
I'll never I'll never stop yammering on about that.